How much time do you think you spend on your cell phone daily? Between all the different accessible apps and the ability to constantly interact with our friends, our cell phones can be quite addicting. And although they can be advantageous at times, it is definitely important to evaluate our cell phone use. With my own experiences of learning how spending too much time on your phone can be harmful, as well as additional research, I'm going to elaborate on why you should spend less time on your cell phone. Now, growing up as a digital native, I definitely understand how the task of pulling ourselves out of the technology world and social media can be pretty difficult. And sadly, whether we care to admit it or not, many of us may even be addicted to our cell phones, which is why we must be aware of what this could mean for our bodies as well as our social life. Let's start by looking at how overusing our cell phones affects our health. The overuse of cell phones has shown to affect both our mental and our physical health. And the Journal of the Pakistan Medical Association points out that smartphone use has been linked to the rise in depression and suicide rates among teenagers. This journal also listed many physical issues resulting from the overuse of our cell phones. And these issues included rigidity in our spine, our muscle pain, pain in our wrists and our thumbs. Additionally, it creates many problems for our eyes, and among these problems are dryness, redness, irritation, blurry vision. Furthermore, medical daily reinforces the idea of eye problems by pointing out that our vision later in life can often be affected by our cell phone use now. Because our cell phone screens are so small, we often strain our eyes in trying to read what is on our screens. Now, it is definitely no secret that sleep is crucial to our health and our well being. An article by Innovation in Clinical Neuroscience provides many studies that reveal that cell phone use causes sleep disturbances, and this means like shorter sleep or poor sleep quality. Additionally, Brown University Child and Adolescent Behavior Letter reinforces that by being on our phones before bed, our sleep will be negatively affected, and of course, this will in turn negatively impact our mental health. Personally, I found that being on my phone right before bed makes it way harder to fall asleep, even if I was extremely tired before I got on my phone. Not only does an overuse of phones affect our physical health, it also affects our mental health. An article by CMAJ explained that an observational study showed that a few hours of social media use per week was negatively related with happiness, life satisfaction, and self esteem. Additionally, this same article stated that spending over 2 hours a day on social media and electronic devices was related to high rates of suicide as well as depression. Furthermore, Medical Daily asserted that high cell phone use is associated with increased stress and mental health issues. Now, our physical bodies are not the only things affected by our cell phone overuse. Our social life is as well. Beyond our physiological and psychological health, it is important to analyze our cell phone use and how it's affecting our relationships and our social life. The University of the People's website discusses how research is showing that our communication skills are hurting because of our reliance on text messaging. They went further and explained that because we are consistently on or checking our phones, we often take away from the present moment. Additionally, they asserted that because we are able to hide ourselves in our phones, we are more prone to antisocial behaviors. Now, when's the last time you've been to a party or a social gathering and pretty much the whole time everyone was on their phones? I find this happens a lot anymore, and I really think it takes away from the fun. Because even though you may be showing things to each other that are on your phone and interacting in that way, the connection really isn't as genuine because you're not having authentic conversations and connecting in a more authentic way. Lastly, consider when you get older. Do you really just want to look back and remember being on your phone all the time and missing out on all the beautiful memories and moments that this life has to offer? Now that we are aware of how evident the harm of cell phone overuse is, let's discuss some things that we can do that do not involve our phones. There are many different activities to do without our phones, as well as steps to take to avoid becoming addicted to our phones. Some activities that we can do without our phones is hiking, biking, baking, working out, running, learning a new language or an instrument, reading, writing, drawing, literally anything you enjoy doing that does not involve your cell phone. The Journal of the Pakistan Medical Association encourages us to spend time doing active and healthy activities when we are bored rather than just spending that time on our phone. Additionally, this journal urges us to be more socially interactive offline with people because this has shown to decrease stress. They also advise turning off your phone when you're eating or when you're engaging in group activities. From my own experience, I strongly encourage you to take a social media fast. I found this to significantly decrease my stress. It also forces me to have fun without my phone, and it gives me back time that I otherwise would have wasted just scrolling on social media. After this, I often don't even want to get back on social media because it's so enjoyable. To close, I hope you understand the harmful effects of cell phone overuse on our mental, physical, and social health. Furthermore, I encourage you to analyze your own cell phone use and seriously ask yourself the question, have I been overusing my cell phone and social media and technology, and how has this affected me? Overall, I urge you to put your cell phone away, to go outside, to go on an adventure, hug your parents, do something new, do something without your cell phone. Trust me, you will not regret it.